So the question is, when will the Russians hit 400,000 casualties? Now, if you've been listening to me regularly, this will not be a surprise because I talked about it in my daily updates. I talked about it in my three big stories each night. And so right now, if you look at what the projections are, the Ukrainians calculate that 399,090 Russians have been taken off the battlefield, either killed or wounded. And so for the last week, 2 weeks, I've been saying, hey, by this coming Sunday, they're going to be passing 400,000. I just revised it a couple days ago to Saturday. I think it might be tomorrow. That's Friday. Today, as I'm recording this, it's Thursday, February 15th. And I think it's coming up sooner than we think. All that you need, if you just do some quick math here from where we are, just do some quick math. 910 casualties tomorrow, and overnight today and tomorrow we will have passed that number. Now, I'm not sure that it's going to be 910, but if you just look at the math, let's look at February 1st, 1,000, the second, 830, the third, 880, the fourth, 810, 810, 1020, 890, 910, 910, 980, 930, 790, 1,090, 1,060, 950. The trend seems to be that it's going to be over 900, and if it's over 910, it happens on Friday. The average is 924. There are only a few days down here that we're not, but the trend lines are showing, and the heavy fighting in Avdiivka right now, I would argue that it's probably going to be tomorrow. That's Friday. If not Friday, it'll definitely be Saturday. And that's really remarkable. And here's why it's remarkable. Because if you look at what happened in Afghanistan, here we see Soviet forces, 14,453 killed, and then 53,753 wounded, and 312 missing. That's over about a decade. So that is a total of, in a decade's worth of fighting in Afghanistan, 68,000. And in less than 2 years, 2 years less 1 week, in Ukraine, the Russians will have lost 400,000. It's just absolutely stunning. It's remarkable. But I believe when you look at the math, it's going to happen probably on Friday, no later than Saturday, definitely. So that's where we are. 400,000 Russian casualties. Just it's hard to believe. I don't believe that if Putin understood that this is what was going to happen, that he would have actually invaded, because he was being told, yeah, 3 weeks. And the way that that works is that when you're an authoritarian dictator, people at every level are shading the truth and shading the truth and shading the truth until it gets to you, and it comes in a sanitized form that is not going to be telling you what it is. Like, they thought they were going to roll in and the Ukrainians would welcome them as liberators, and it didn't work out that way. Instead, 400,000 casualties a week before the 2-year mark. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I do daily updates on Ukraine. I do a morning daily brief, and then an evening 3 big stories, so that you are well aware of what's going on, keeping apprised of the big picture. And sometimes I do things in between that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for caring about Ukraine.